Eala thrives under SEA Games pressure to deliver gold for PH. Manila, Philippines. Eala put her 33rd Southeast Asian Games gold medal in a league of its own, as she always takes pride in representing Team Philippines. Eala delivered the country's first SEA Games gold in women's tennis singles after defeating home favorite Maninkaya Sawanki 6-1, 6-2 in the 33rd edition final on Thursday at the National Tennis Development Center in Nonthaburi, Thailand. Her first ever SEA Games gold capped a banner year, making her the third Filipino to win gold in women's singles, joining Pia Tamayo, 1981 Manila, and Maricris Fernandez, 1999 Brunei. It was a fulfilling moment for Eala, who was emotional while singing the Philippine national anthem during the awarding ceremony, after embracing the unique pressure and responsibility of representing the national team in the biennial meet. I think this is just a whole another category. I think playing with the country written on your back is. And these sorts of team events just bring a different kind of pressure. So I'm so happy with how I handled it in performance every day on court, said Eala. It was a breakthrough year for the Filipino tennis ace, starting with her dream semifinal run in the Miami Open, where she took down 3 Grand Slam champions to earn main draw berths in the French Open, Wimbledon, and the U.S. Open, where she earned her first win. The Rafa Nadal Academy graduate also won her first Women's Tennis Association crown in the Guadalajara 125 Open in September and made a new career-high world ranking of number 50 last month. Eala, though, is just getting started as she already sets her sights on the Australian Open next month. Actually, in my mind, this is the start of the next season, said Eala. But to end the year on this high is such an amazing thing. I wouldn't have thought it would happen at the start of the year. Eala, who was the flag bearer with the last Pilipinas star Brian Bagunas in the opening ceremony, also added 2 bronze medals in the women's team event and mixed doubles in her second SEA Games, following 3 bronze medals in the 2021 Vietnam edition. In mixed doubles, she and Nino Alcantara fell to Thailand's Patrin Chipchandage and Paat Sornlaksep 7-5, 5-7, 7-10, while she was listed but did not see action in the women's team event alongside Shara Rivera, Alexa Milliam, Teniel Mides, and Steffi Aludo. Pressure is often described as a weight, something that bends backs, clouds minds, and tightens hands at the worst possible moment. For Eala, pressure is something else entirely. It is fuel. It sharpens her vision, steadies her swing, and reminds her exactly who she is playing for. Under the blinding lights and roaring expectations of the Southeast Asian Games, Eala does not shrink. She rises, racket raised, eyes calm, heart pounding with purpose, to deliver gold for the Philippines. From the first serve to the final point, the SEA Games are never just another tournament. They are a cauldron of national pride, history, and hope. For Filipino athletes, the weight is heavier, the cheers louder, and the silence between points more intense. Every rally carries the echo of a flag waving somewhere in the stands, of a family watching from home, of a country hungry for moments of triumph. Eala understands this deeply. She has lived with expectations since she was a child prodigy, since the world began whispering, and then loudly proclaiming, that she was different. Eala's journey to this stage has never been easy, but it has been deliberate. Leaving home at a young age to train abroad, she learned early that greatness demands sacrifice. While other teenagers navigated ordinary routines, she navigated airports, training schedules, and the loneliness of chasing a dream far from home. Those years forged something unbreakable within her, a quiet discipline, an emotional maturity beyond her age, and an understanding that pressure is not an enemy, but a companion. At the SEA Games, that lesson becomes visible. As she walks onto the court wearing Philippine colors, she carries more than a racket. She carries the dreams of young athletes who see themselves in her, of fans who believe tennis can stand shoulder to shoulder with more traditional sports, and of a nation eager to celebrate excellence on the regional stage. The pressure is immense, but Eala does not flinch. Her posture remains composed, her breathing controlled, her eyes locked on the task ahead. Every match tells a story. When rallies stretch and opponents dig deep, Eala responds not with panic but with patience. She constructs points carefully, trusting her training and instincts. Under pressure, Her footwork becomes lighter, her timing cleaner. It is as if the noise fades, and only the rhythm of the game remains. This is where she thrives, in moments when one point can tilt momentum, when one mistake can cost a medal. There are moments, of course, when doubt creeps in. No athlete is immune to it. A missed shot, a lost set, a sudden surge from an opponent can test even the strongest resolve. But Eala's strength lies not in perfection, but in response. She resets. She adjusts. She fights. Each comeback point is a quiet declaration. I belong here. For the Philippines, gold is never just about standing on the podium. It is about validation and inspiration. Tennis, often overshadowed by other sports, finds its standard-bearer in Eala. Her success sends a powerful message that Filipino athletes can compete and win at the highest levels when given opportunity, support, and belief. In every fist pump and determined sprint, she redefines what is possible. As the final match unfolds, tension thickens the air. The score tightens. The crowd holds its breath. This is the moment where pressure breaks some players and crowns others. Eala steps up to serve, the weight of the gold medal pressing invisibly on her shoulders. She bounces the ball once, twice. Her face is calm. In that stillness, years of training converge. The early mornings, the losses that taught humility, the victories that built confidence, the sacrifices that shaped her character. The serve flies true. The rally ensues. Shot after shot, the point stretches until, finally, Eala strikes with conviction. The ball lands in. The whistle blows. Gold is secured. In that instant, emotion floods through her. Not just joy, but relief, pride, and gratitude. She raises her arms, not in defiance, but in acknowledgement. To her coaches, her family, her country. The Philippine flag rises with her, and the anthem soon follows, echoing across the venue. It is a moment carved from pressure, transformed into triumph. Alex Eala's SEA Games gold is more than a medal. It is a testament to resilience, to the power of preparation, and to the courage to embrace expectations rather than fear them. She proves that pressure does not have to crush. It can elevate. And in doing so, she gives the Philippines not just a victory, but a story of belief, strength, and excellence that will inspire generations to come.